So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to Yoga Therapy Wednesdays with HR Wellness. And today is a special week focused on wellness, so happy to be part of that. So thanks for joining. And whether you're at home or in the office taking a break, the hardest thing about practicing is actually taking the break. So good for you, you made it. So just finding your feet, exhale, bend your knees and feel your feet. Bend your knees over those second toes. Your feet can be together or hip width apart. And inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, bending those knees over the toes, bending to comfort. Just working with tracking of those knees. Inhale, arms front. You can tuck the chin in slightly if that works. And just keep this going. Exhale, bending, releasing, nodding the head down. Inhale, arms side, and maybe nodding the head up. Just see how that feels, or you can tuck the chin in. Exhale, making a ha sound. Inhale, up, front. Exhale. Inhale, up, sides. We're going to add bead breath, Brahmari. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, sides. Exhale. Inhale, front. And last time. Hands at the heart if you like, or you can cross the hands. If you like, as you inhale, bringing the arms at the sides, visualizing that radiant sun coming out of the heart center, all directions. And exhale, you can ha or hum or om with me. Om. Bending the knees on the exhale, inhale, straightening, perhaps looking up, visualizing that radiant sun all around you, coming out of the heart center, gathering it up as you om. Om. Inhale, last time. Release. All right, getting into those legs a little bit more. So just doing some balancing. Inhale, arms coming up at the sides and coming onto your toes if you like. As you exhale, you're going to come down and come to your left foot and balance. Inhale, center and up on the toes if you like, or you can skip that part. And exhale, other side, making half moon, which you might be seeing in the sky these days, the dawning of the moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. So I'm tipping to the side, lining my shoulders, bringing the leg up to comfort. This is helping with fall resistance and also in terms of mental health. This rhythmic, pendulating movement is said to be very balancing for the nervous system. So just notice How it might just feel very soothing to rock back and forth. And last round. And if you think of your arms like rays of the sun, and that radiance, it extends beyond the fingertips. So that will actually help you with your balance. If you can think of yourself as really big, beyond the leg and the toes, you're radiating out. And inhale, center. And exhale, hands to heart. And just rest for a moment. I'm just going to let someone in. Just trying to get in. Oh, it's our in-person group. Just rest for a moment. Okay. All right. So from here, we're going to move into some rotation. Inhale, arms side. Exhale, rotate to your left. I'm mirroring. Bending that front arm. Turning back. Inhale, center, shoulder blades together. Exhale, other side, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Try to keep the hips facing forward. Inhale, center. Again, that rhythmic movement. Great for our mental health as well as our physical health. This rotation. You might notice one side a little harder to rotate than the other. We're just going to do one more round. As you exhale, rotating. And inhale, center. Exhale, release. So you keep that going, or we're going to take the rotation a little bit deeper. Inhale, center. Exhale, coming to your left and bringing your hands behind and just focus on aligning your shoulders in this rotation. It's still the thoracic spine, the upper back, neck and shoulders. You can look to the side, you can look down, or some of you look up. You're trying to have length in the lower back and just twist the upper back still. Now, if that's feeling good, you can start working your way down. If you've got SI joint issues, this might not be appropriate for you to go below the knees. So just feel that out for yourself and check with your physiotherapist to make sure that it's going to be appropriate for you to do this movement, but feel it in your body. You will get the message if you listen, whether it's good for you. Some of you will go further down. You can also go to the center like this, and you could use a table or a chair that you bring your arm to, or a block, okay? So that's another option, which takes the rotation more out of the lower back. Classical is all the way to the foot. You can bend the leg that you're moving towards. You can get rid of that top arm. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. This is why we don't eat before yoga. That's why the class is at 12. And then after, you're meant to have your lunch. It can be a little tricky sometimes. So classically, we practice first thing in the morning for that reason in yoga. Another good time to practice is this time before lunch or before dinner is really good, or just before bed when you've digested your food. And just finishing up. Exhale, release. And bringing your feet parallel. We're going to do a squat. This is great for balancing the hips. Inhale, arms at the sides. I want you to visualize your favorite tree, give that a hug. And I'm going to do a land acknowledgement as we do this. So I'm just acknowledging that we are all coming from the Coast Salish lands of British Columbia here, various parts. And you can bring to mind which territory you are practicing on today. Maybe think of some of the natural elements of the land you are on, the trees, for example, that you might be visualizing hugging here. Or some other aspects might come to mind, the sky, the sun, some water nearby, a body of water, the wind. There's one more element the yogis talk about, akasha, space, the space between everything, outer space, inner space. Consciousness. Exhale, giving that tree a big hug, sitting down, maybe a little deeper. It's great for tracking of the knees, grounding the body, mind continuum. And last time, suppose you can do it any time to just ground and get the blood moving. It's quite an active pose, and release. All right, noticing how you feel. So that is one set we've done in under 15 minutes. So it doesn't take much to get things going in a practice. We are going to move into some warrior poses. So I'm going to come to the back of my mat. You don't need a yoga mat. You can just use the floor. You could have your regular shoes on, but bare feet are wonderful if you have the opportunity. Left foot forward, right foot turned out, and enough room around you to bring the arms at the sides. So inhale, arms at the sides, and we're going to arch. We're going to come slightly forward. So leaning forward, drawing your shoulder blades together. Palms can be forward or even up, and lift that chest. Maybe nodding up, maybe looking straight forward. Just see how that feels in your neck. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Bring your upper back back. So crossing those arms, elbows aligning. Inhale, lunge forward, nice long spine. Then lift just the upper back, neck and shoulders, maybe the head. Exhale, can you cross the other direction, crossing those elbows? Just giving your neck and shoulders and upper back a chance to rest from probably a morning of computer work. Just changing the crossing each time. Anytime you feel yourself tired, just take a break. So I usually, in my own practice, I just repeat until I feel I'm done. And that might be 4 to 6 times. It might be more or less, depends on the day. So do listen to your body. It's part of the training of yoga is in interoception, being able to feel the body from within. We're just going to do one more. And stepping back if possible. And last week I talked about Durga, the Hindu goddess that's being celebrated right now, actually, her 9-day celebration. And she is the fierce female of the Vedic culture of India. Inhale, lifting, this is the other side. Exhale, giving yourself a hug. And she rides a tiger. And she represents female empowerment. So since we're all women here today, we too can celebrate that part of ourselves that's strong and capable as we put our body into this power pose, as it's called by Kathy Cuddy. You can look her up, her research on power posing and how it changes our experience of the world. These movements actually can change how we feel in our mind and in our body. And just one more time. Back. And I think it's ready for a forward bend. I haven't done one today. Inhale, arms sides, radiating like the sun. And exhale, if you like, visualize a waterfall coming down, all the way down the front body, the side body, the back body to your feet. Maybe coming only halfway down. If you have glaucoma or blood pressure, heart disease issues, where bringing your head lower than the heart is contraindicated. Exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in. Perhaps releasing your head down to get the relaxation response of this position. Inhale, radiating like the sun out of the heart center. Exhale. Visualize that water falling down, cleansing you of any toxins of mind or body. Inhale, coming up. Just giving ourselves a mind-body break. Exhale, letting go of those stresses and tensions. Trusting we have the resources to handle them. We feel stress when we actually feel we are outside our comfort zone of being able to handle a situation. So just reminding ourselves that we've got this, as the kids say, we can do this. Everything will be okay. Just reminding ourselves that we are capable and strong and resilient. Hands at the heart. Just notice how you feel having done those forward bends. We're going to do another set of back arch forward bend. This time I know at least one of you really likes this. So if you can hold on to a chair, a wall, a table, we're going to do some lunges. So I'm going to face this direction because I have a little shelf here that I can use. So this could be a countertop, a table, or you can have your hands on a wall. And you're going to bring one foot back, so this is my right, into a lunge. And exhale, I want you to bend that back knee. We've prepared for this quite a bit. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Your hands could be on the floor, they could be on blocks. If you have all those things available, inhale, straighten. But even though I can do it without holding on, it's just a different sensation when I hold on. I can do it with more control and sometimes better form. Now that knee can come as far as the top of your toes. If you have any concern in your knees, you might want to line the knee with the ankle just to give yourself better support. But you don't want to go beyond the toes when you do this bend. Now, some of you might be feeling the bottom of your foot, the back foot. So we're just, as another stretch, we're just going to do a calf stretch with that back leg, holding on to the table, the chair, the countertop, and my back foot. Probably can't see with my pants here, but it's parallel to my front. And I'm just staying here. My arms could be at the wall too. And as I exhale, I'm going to bend the back knee and inhale, straighten. If you're not feeling anything, bring that foot back until you do. Exhale, bend. So this can help ward off plantar fasciitis. If you're quite athletic, using your legs a lot, you might have tight calves. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. One more time. Everything doing around 4 to 6 times or until you feel you've had enough. If it comes before that, I'm going to switch sides and do the same thing. I'm bringing my left foot back. And again, to comfort, exhale, bend the front knee, bring the back knee down to comfort, and inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. This can be helpful for the hips and for the knees and for the lower back and also for the feet. You might be feeling quite a stretch in that back foot with those toes tucked under. That in itself can be quite a stretch. So remembering when I taught this class in person, sometimes people will be wearing skirts and we'd have to modify. So if you are wearing a skirt, you might have to do this in a chair. When you've done that about 4 to 6 times, doing that calf stretch of the back foot. So the back foot, again, aligned with the front, feeling that stretch in the back calf, bring that foot back until you feel it. Exhale, bend the back knee, front leg is straight. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Last time, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Stepping forward if you can. Bring your feet wide. All right. I feel like time is on our side today. We're going to do a forward bend, but literally with a twist. So this is right from Chennai. My teacher, D.V. Sridhar, taught me this my last trip in India. Inhale, arms coming up front. And he gave this to me for my hips. And I'll show you a bit of a physio version of this after. Exhale, you're going to come towards your left leg, twist, and you can keep that leg straight, or I like to bend it so that I get more of a hip stretch. And then inhale, the arms can come sides or bring them up the legs, or if you have the strength, arms in line with the ears coming up. That's quite a bit of strength work for the back and core, so be careful. Exhale, twist to the right leg, bend that knee, or keep it straight. It's a different effect. And inhale, coming up. Make sure you got room. It's a bit of a bigger pose. Exhale, other side. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, other side. Now this time we're going to add the third piece. Inhale, straighten. We're going to add a forward bend in the middle. Exhale, forward bend. Again, the legs can be straight or bent. Inhale, coming up, arms sides or front, or you can take the hands up the legs for more support. Exhale, we're going to do another round. Coming to that left leg. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, other side, pelvic floor, lower belly, belly button in, bending the knee that you're coming towards. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, forward bend. This time we're going to stay here. Bring those arms in front and stretch your upper back as you inhale, arch the back up. Exhale, forward bend, and maybe bend the knees and feel how your lower back might decompress, get a stretch in the groin, all those kinds of things happening. Inhale, hands on the ground if you can, looking up. If this hurts your wrists, you can just stay in this position with your hips back and no pressure on the hands. You can also do this with your hands on a coffee table, a chair, a regular table, countertop. All has slightly different effect on the back. The higher you bring it, it's more upper back likely, the effect. Okay, from here, still have a few minutes left. We're going to bring our arms to the sides if we can. If it's too much, just hands on the thighs is fine. Inhale here, exhale, bend that left knee and bring the hands down and stretch through that right groin. Inhale, center, arm side. This is the one that I was inspired by a physiotherapist who taught me something like this. And she said she taught this to runners and people like me who were quite athletic, just to work on weighting one side than the other. She gave it to me for my hip. One of my hips wasn't working very well, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the things that helped me get out of pain into more balance. And my teacher in India helped me yogify it with this breath work. And last time, just staying in your forward bend if it's comfortable. Hands can be on your ankles, holding your big toes. Again, the hands could be on a chair, a table. If you don't want to bring your head lower than your heart because you have glaucoma or heart disease. Just resting here. When you're ready, gradually coming up, bend the knees, inhale, halfway up, hands on the thighs. Exhale, stay, the knees are bent. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, come to your center to close together. Notice how you feel a little bit taller, a little bit calmer, a little more aligned in your body, your speech, and your mind, ending with Om Shanti. This means peace.